back once again to howtocookgreatfood.com. If you haven't already, please click that button and subscribe to our channel. Also, please don't forget, click the bell icon just below. On the menu today, and as you can see right here, steaming hot, straight from the cooker, we're going to do some Ethiopian meat today, known as tibs. Tibs means to fry, so we're going to do some fried lamb with some wonderful spices. It's very easy, it's super tasty. Let's go and do it. Okay, let's get started on this. So, we've got some lamb here. So there's a lean kind of fillet of lamb. There's no bone in it, but if you wanted, you could have a few bones in there, a few little ribs or something like that. This is just nice and kind of lean, and I've cut it into nice kind of thin strips. Onions sliced, tomato chopped. Here I've got kibe. Kibe is Ethiopian spiced butter. So it's like a ghee, but it's got lots of spices in it as well. Fresh chili, slit down the middle, not chopped. Garlic, chopped. If you wanted, you could be adding ginger. Sometimes people would add ginger, and here I'm going to add a little bit of dried rosemary. Fresh would be wonderful, wouldn't it? Really simply, we're going to start this off with a touch of oil, and we're only going to add salt. So here we go. You need a frying pan or a skillet or something like that, and I've got some oil in there. I'm using olive oil. And first what we're going to do is we're going to get all our lovely cuts of lamb here. Quite a lot of it. So what we're going to do, for about 4 to 5 minutes, we're going to throw this around on a kind of above medium heat. That's been going for about 5 minutes. It's got some nice colour on the outside, but still not cooked on the inside. What I'm going to do now is just add that little bit of dried rosemary and a little bit of salt. Next up, we're going to cover this with a lid and let it go for about another 5 minutes. Still on this kind of, medium or above medium heat. Okay, let's jump in and take this lid off, get some steam out. So that little process there was just to kind of help it on its way. I mean, this is a beautiful cut I've got here. It's a nice lean cut. You can see we've got all this liquid in there. What we're going to do now is we're going to go for about another 5 minutes with the lid off, and that will all reduce down. Not all of it, but most of it will reduce down, it will evaporate out. Now the word tibs actually means to fry. So fried chicken would be doro tibs, for example. Fried potatoes would be dinich tibs. So it literally just means to fry. And this is siga, which means meat. Siga Tibs. Now there are different types of tibs. You can get like awazi tibs, which is awazi is like a spicy sauce which is used, which can go on at the end. There's a few different types of tibs, but today we're just doing a straight tibs here. So let's let this go for about, it's probably going to take about another 4 or 5 minutes. It will steam out, then we can move on. So this is drying out a little bit, still some moisture in there. But what we've done is really help kind of tenderize this meat. Next step is we're going to go for some onions, sliced onions for tibs. And chopped garlic. Like I said earlier, some people would also put some ginger in as well. So, I'm going to turn the heat up now to maximum. We're going to go for about another 5 minutes, stirring pretty much all the time. Coming on really nicely. Now we're going to add some tomato, just a little bit, chopped nice and small. And the word for tomato in Amharic, which is the national language of Ethiopia, is timatim. Okay, we're going to remain on this high heat. Let it go for about another 4 or so minutes. Keep stirring it. And those tomatoes now breaking down really nicely. We're now going to add in that chili. I've kept the seeds in so it'll be quite spicy. If you wanted, you could take those out and just use the outer part, make it less spicy. And now we're going to put the spiced butter or the kibe in. And we want to cook this just for about 2 to 3 more minutes. The butter or the kibe is going to give it an incredible flavour. What I would do is I'll leave a link below and a video at the end maybe on how to make that. It really does make this whole dish really. And we're pretty much done. So let me fry this around for a couple more minutes. Check it for salt, you might want to add a bit more salt. If you wanted, you can put some black pepper, but I'll see you at the table. Okay, and there you go, steaming hot. Wonderful, lean, beautiful, tasty Ethiopian tibs of fried meat. Hope you enjoy that. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and please click that bell below for notifications. We'll see you soon. I'm a Saganalo. Lots of love.